The IMF has slashed its growth forecast for the Nigerian economy this year, saying a combination of plunging oil revenues and weakened investor confidence will push it into recession. The International Monetary Fund said it expects Africa's largest economy to contract by 1.8% this year after having forecast in April a 2.3% expansion. Nigeria's stall and sluggish activity in the number 2 economy, South Africa, is expected to pull down economic growth across sub-Saharan Africa, the IMF said, forecasting a dramatic implication. There is drama in Accra as the Ghana Commercial Bank has laid off 270 workers as the bank continues to restructure its activities. The management of the state-owned bank completed its negotiations with representatives of the local workers' union of the bank. GCB Bank's strong financial performance declined in 2015 despite previous improvements recorded. Profit before tax declined from 382 million cedis in 2014 to 350 million cedis in 2015. Also, the bank's profits after tax dropped from 270 million cedis to 244 million cedis between the same period. Deposits from customers, however, increased from a little above 3.7 billion cedis to 3.36 billion cedis at the end of 2015. Zimbabwe failed to repay a $1.8 billion loan to the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and the African Development Bank. Zimbabwe owes $110 million to the IMF, $1.1 billion to the World Bank, and $601 million to the African Development Bank. The IMF will only consider requests for financing once Zimbabwe clears arrears and the IMF board approves the normalization of relations with the country. There is good news for Tanzania as the country has secured a $7.6 billion loan from China's Export-Import Bank to build a railway line that will link it to its neighbors, according to the Office of the President, John Magufuli. Tanzania wants to profit from its long coastlines and upgrade its railways and roads to serve growing economies. The announcement follows talks between Magufuli and the president of Exim Bank, Liu Liange. Natural gas discoveries in Tanzania and oil finds in Kenya and Uganda have turned East Africa into an exploration hotspot for oil firms. UBA and Mastercard have announced a partnership which will see UBA act as the issuer for Mastercard in 18 new markets in Africa. The partnership, which came into effect in the second quarter of 2016, will see UBA issue Mastercard credit, debit and prepaid cards across these markets. The partnership will also focus on increased payments infrastructure across Africa, including the rollout of point-of-sale and mobile point-of-sale technology to ensure merchants are able to accept the cards when introduced into these markets.